guys. So tonight's talk is our Sex Talk podcast show. And so what we're going to do is a little bit different. We are going to take people's uh, live. So basically, we have put a live link on the webpage and on the Facebook for everyone to tune in. And as you pop in, we're going to let you all talk about experiences on the road and sex experiences you've had. And what better place to do a sex talk show than from my bed? So that's where I'm at right now. But please understand that we always promote safe sex and know your status and be aware of everything. Share with your partners and friends and make sure that you talk to people about sex and openness and your status and just know all these things because it's so important. And so therefore, I just wanted everybody to just remember that. My husband's over here looking cute, primping around the bathroom, just saying. So tonight's going to be a fun, crazy show. We're all going to talk about everything. You want to say hi for a second? No.
Nope.
As he pops out the door. And then there's Jess. But anyway, so today's been a crazy day. We went to the beach. We had fun. We ran around a couple places. And just remember tonight's show is our own opinions of things, our own stories. And so we do not have a direct reflection of anybody else and how they feel about something. So just because someone says that, hey, I slept with Mike, don't think that it's you. It doesn't mean that it's a specific person. It just means that we're going to talk. We're going to talk about fun and being on the road and what it's like to have sex. And if you're having sex and it's not fun, then there's a problem. So there's a bigger problem there. So let's have a little chat here. So we're going to start with a couple of people. We're going to try to bring in and bear with the internet service because the one thing about being a driver on the road is the fact that, you're in and out of areas, out of service areas, and some people has good connection, some don't. So we have Dusty with us. Hi, Dusty.
Hey, y'all. Joining you from my bed, too.
Yeah. And we have Jasmine with us. We are going to try now.
Hi, I'm joining you from my bedroom.
From my cell phone, and I usually don't, you all. So that's the difference. I don't usually try to host from the cell phone. We have Jess, who has muted his microphone. I don't know what he is doing right now. And then we have Sean.
Hi there.
Hi. So we're going to try to get through this and bear through it. Jess over there with his I Love Hot Dads t-shirt.
And I got it first by a couple of them today.
So let's change. I need to change the layout, Jess. It's going to be this one. There we go.
That's better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was screaming at like 4 dogs.
While you're on the bed, I'm actually live at my little miniature penthouse. Well, the truck, that is.
See, I got my husband in bed with me. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
The dog.
Hi, Ricky. I haven't seen you in like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
So no, life on the road is always fun. And I want to say that, it can be fun. It can be experiences. So, like even me, I will talk first about something, like for even us. I remember one of the funnest, I know Jess loves that word. One of the fun things we did while being on the road when we first started trucking was one day I was surprised we were sitting in the fuel island because that's what the fuel island's for, and we had sex in the fuel island after we got done pumping.
So in other words, you pumped after you pumped.
We went the extra mile.
Did you get extra points for that?
I don't know. Maybe love scanned something they didn't want to see. And thank you, Robert. So Derek's here also. So Derek is fresh from his shower now.
I shouldn't have bought these shorts.
Why?
I think they're cute.
I didn't get to see them yet. Oh, they're cute. What's wrong with them?
Thank you.
They are so small.
Okay. I mean, you might definitely get you a man on the beach tomorrow.
No, my look will turn that away.
Oh, come on.
Whatever.
Oh, God.
Derek, I said this a long time ago, but now that I'm almost close to my 50s, I'm like, oh, well, take it or leave it.
Well, see, I get told I'm unapproachable, so
Well, you know,
That was me. So let me explain this really fast. Derek is very well put together and very clean cut and attractive and at his age. And as he gets older, I think he's just maturing more. So I think that the reason he's single is he's unattractable because younger generation
Unattractable?
looks at him and
Wait,
they're going to think
unattractable?
not unattractable, unapproachable.
Where's their
You're
heart, Bobby? Where's
unattractable,
their
girl. Girl,
heart?
what the hell is up with that hair?
Baby.
Yes.
we're cutting it after the show.
But no, I think that he's unapproachable because some people may think that he's out of their league.
Well, you know, it's so funny back, you guys are saying that because I felt the same way back in 98 when a lot of guys at the club in San Francisco, Badlands in San Francisco, not Badlands, but also the cafe in San Francisco used to say, I don't look, act, and think gay enough, and I'm just like, okay. So,
They lied.
yeah. 20 years
Well,
later, like, oh, well,
and I
this is who I am, take it or leave it.
well, and I guess that is how it is with me because I run a flatbed. I haul steel. A lot of guys don't think that I'm gay, but I mean, let's face it. I'll either suck you dry or pound the fuck out of you.
Well, I'll put it this way. I'm more of an adventurous.
I
Eyes,
dropped my phone
Jasmine.
somewhere.
Eyes, Jasmine.
I'm more adventurous because I do tend with combination of reefers. I also drive vans. At the same time, I've been pulling sets, doubles, which I so love. It's like an oversized tram, and the only thing I did was cross the rest of the lower 48, as well as a few provinces over in Canada, and it's been a milestone, especially when they allowed me to have couple trips that allowed me to deliver New Hampshire, pick up at Maine, and then little did I know it was going to pass through Rhode Island, which was a wow moment. So all I can say in the end is like I've gone through a lot. I've gone through on the road where no gay man has gone before.
Want a bit?
Let's see what we're dealing with a bet.
Please.
I've done more.
You
I've done more
don't
men
even
than
want me to
most of the
start.
guys in this room together.
Oh yes.
We don't want to start talking about Jessica's fetishes.
I've already gave you guys a couple of one of my fetishes, and you saw the picture on the messenger, and it's really interesting. But I want to hear before I even pull.
It's not. It's actually more normal than you think it is.
Yeah, I noticed that. Because,
No. I don't know who. Sean, would you like getting belly button fucked?
Do
I was talking about his with feet, you jackass.
What?
I was talking
Jess's
about
fetish is getting fucked in the belly button.
Hey, I'm telling you what, you fuck me in the belly button, you're gonna get me hot and bothered all night long. I ain't gonna lie.
Jess, I did not know you have the whole 9 yards in that one. Oh my gosh. No wonder it all spells I love hot dads. It's oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
I see that.
Jess, it's bad I can hear you outside on the patio.
Covered his eyes in that one.
I think Dusty's about to throw up over there.
Oh no, it'll take a whole hell of a lot more than that to make me puke.
Bobby, nobody can hear you.
No, I'm sorry. This is just.
You're not there, Bobby. We can't hear you.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, you kind of sound muted. You might want to check your mic.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you,
Rob.
Robert, but we don't hear Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby. I don't know why I call him Ricky. My apologies on that one.
I can hear you talking
sorry.
it through the glass door, Bobby, but I'm not hearing you on here.
I had to go to my other phone because it has better service.
There you go. Oh, hold on. Jennifer wants to join in. Ricky, Jennifer wants to join in. She's trying to
Words are hard, aren't they?
What was that?
Words are hard, aren't they?
I missed what you were saying.
Now she's not on there.
Well, now she said she's lost.
That's not an unusual thing.
Not you. Okay, all right. Then I'll ignore it. Yeah, I always start concerned when someone's kind of being missed out. It's like,
Now I got a question for Derek. Why did you say earlier that I was a power bottom and no.
Well, now hold on. That wasn't my way of saying. I didn't say that. I did not say that, Bobby and Rob. Someone said it. But then I said I remembered. Shane and I, we saw you, and we had a chat over at your truck in Vegas, and it was such a shocker, and not a shocker, but a surprise. And I a big out to you was like you were starting a truck. We're having a discussion. So you were starting a truck. You weren't barefoot. Manual. I remembered, and I'm just like, wow. I said, Rob, I was getting a lot of hot flashes, and I had to turn on.
Wow. That was like 20 years ago.
No, that was about 2019 or 2020.
I don't remember that.
It's because you're old.
I'm only 49 goddamn years old. I'm not old.
49. I'll be 47, honey. I'll be 47.
Okay, y'all old. Y'all old. Good Lord.
Oh, shut up. You'll get there one day. Just you wait.
Jess is 49 or 45, 42.
40. You call me 45 one more time, and I swear to God, the prenup will be coming out.
Okay, you're 55, okay?
You fat old cow.
Look who's talking, you old heifer.
Oh, my gosh. What's it? Are we having a...
We're going to have a divorce court right here.
Going on?
There's going to be divorce court right here.
Oh, geez. Please don't tell me this is going to be another Oprah Winfrey show live. Or should we say Jerry Springer live?
Well, anyway, I'm going to be good tonight.
Where did Bobby go? Did he just run away?
Oh, no, you don't have to be, Rob. It's called the Naughty Night today.
Oh, it's a naughty night. Oh, no, I know y'all don't want me to be naughty.
Oh, don't you worry. Don't worry about hiding it because we already know that everything immoral can happen anytime. I mean, we're truckers. Anything can happen.
I will make all
We already know that you and Jess are getting double-headed dildos for your wedding gift, so it's okay.
Look, no. I offered to buy this man a double-headed dildo so we could both get fucked at the same time, and he's like, "No, I can't do that."
No, I want the real thing. If I can't have the real thing, I don't need it at all.
Well, plastic
mine is too small to
for a
empty
nice
your
hot
butthole,
wood,
so there's a
okay?
problem with that.
Oh my God!
Well, we need to find a nice, good old daddy to fuck both of us.
The daddy.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at you. Oh, geez,
Just because it
don't
says
be
Big Daddy D
bashful.
doesn't mean I'm big enough to tackle those two asses.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't be
my ass ain't
bashful. Just
big.
enjoy it, and there you have it.
All right, can y'all
Remember,
hear me?
I
My
gotta
ass is
have
not
at least
big.
9 inches.
Hang
Oh
on.
my
Time
God.
out. Time out. Bobby, talk a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now you're back.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you, Bobby. Thank God you're in.
Jennifer, can you
Yay.
say something?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer, I can't hear.
Uh, Say it again, Jennifer. Please say something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just barely.
There you are now.
Yeah, just don't be bashful. I mean, just
That is
we're
something
all.
that she
It's
does
a
not
safe
have
space.
an issue with.
Yeah.
Y'all are something. I swear.
I don't know what's going
Oh,
on,
that's
Jasmine.
awesome.
It's all right.
It's
There we
like
go.
she keeps
Oh,
losing service.
yay! That's a.
I
In
don't know.
service, I just keep getting. There's a big, huge lag, and I've had to wind up going to my phone because my iPad is being a bitch.
Yikes.
I wonder where it got that from.
I know it must have learned it
Apple.
from you.
Hmm. I mean, I only have 2 bars, and I have a Verizon as my carrier, and it's an iPhone, and it's so far it's hitting well. I mean, is everybody can hear me 5x5?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Well, anyway, Jess, you said you need a 9 inch. I need a 12 inch.
Well, no, I gotta have 9 because only 4 is gonna end up in.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, but I like my insides where they go.
But in Jess's
Really?
case, you all, I mean, it takes about 7.5 inches just to get to the hull.
Well, it's been, I'm going to say this. I'll interject.
Thank you, Bobby.
My password on.
About over almost 20 years since I've been fucked. To be honest with you, almost actually no, 2016 since I've been fucked. And so the last one got inside me was like
Huh?
a 8 or 9 inch. That was the last time. And now it's 2024.
That's
I
all
feel
right.
like
Since
a
Hey,
virgin.
we can
2016,
edit it.
phones got cobweb.
Okay, the
No,
last time I've been fucked has been
Oh
in
God, I don't want.
2009.
Oh
So,
my God.
was by what? Daddy Esmere?
fuck you, Jess. I want a divorce. It's over.
You're gonna wait till your honeymoon, Robert.
No, it's over.
Oh God.
Just remember, just remember, Jess doesn't wear jock straps like he does.
I know.
I don't like that
Oh.
son of a bitch. He could fall off the face of the fucking earth.
Are we having
Lord.
a Jerry Springer moment?
Dusty's being so quiet up there in the corner.
I know.
Dusty's
What's
just
up with that?
taking it all in, like most of you guys do. So
Ah, well, okay.
There you go.
I don't know y'all well enough to insult you too much. Not yet,
Oh, go
anyway.
for it.
Okay.
You
Who
know
gives a
what?
shit?
I'd rather use my hand. Touch that nasty bitch.
I mean,
I'm lost.
yeah.
Maybe later,
Oh.
baby.
No, you're gonna take this all the way up to the elbow.
I was
Well,
going to
I
say,
work
I
for a
just going to
fisting
take more than
company.
one
Why
finger.
not?
Red hanky, red hanky.
Red. Oh my gosh, at least someone knows the hanky code. There is a hanky code, and
Yes.
Holy
Thank you.
shit.
and different generations do not understand that it even exists anymore. So
Well,
God, I haven't heard nothing about the
as a
hanky code in
bear,
forever.
and as a bear, and as a leather guy with all the fetish, including the foot fetish. I mean, I've known only about a few hanky codes. I mean, I'm also a fister myself, so I am actually dominant on the finger and fisting. But to receive it, I just don't feel comfortable. So that's why I wear it on the left or the right. I think it's the right. You're dominant. On the left, you're
okay,
passive.
so explain
Yeah.
that to me. Sorry, I'm pausing you a second because so like what did you say? Like fifth grade fisting? Is that what you said?
What did he say?
No,
What did you say
He
about
said
fisting?
when he was in 5th grade, he got fisted.
No.
Jesus Christ.
That was not what he said. I
It's always
promise.
been bullying him.
Oh my god.
No, he said something about different levels of fisting, right?
Oh.
Oh.
No, he said if it's on the right, you're the dominant. If it's on the left,
Left.
you're
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Thank you.
the
Thank you. I'm
sub.
glad you got it. Thank you, Derek. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for getting that, Derek. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because it's the same in all the leather community. Right's
I got
dominant,
that.
left
But
is
before
sub.
that, didn't you say that there? What did you say about fisting? Start that over.
What? I didn't get what he was saying. What was that again, Ricky?
Before that, you had said something about fisting, and I was trying to understand what you said before.
Oh, okay. All right. So as for fisting, I do give the fisting. So I do have. I mean, it's a red hanky on my right. It's just I don't feel comfortable getting fisted, and so that was the only thing. I
okay.
tried. Yeah, fingering when I've gotten comfortable, but as soon as I got 2 fingers, and I'm just like, no, my hole can only handle so much. Can be limited. Sorry.
I mean, I'm good with like
Even
4
with a
fingers,
bottle of
so that's
poppers?
about it.
A what?
Poppers.
They're amazing.
They don't
Oh,
loosen you up?
I did try. I did try poppers, but I don't know. For some apparent reason, my heart started beating a little fast, and I just got a little fidgety. So,
As compared to
no.
Yeah,
what
but
other time?
Hmm. Said it again.
See,
I didn't understand your question.
You're good.
yeah,
Sorry.
see, poppers don't loosen me up either.
Okay.
Poppers for
really,
me,
Dustin?
No,
Because
not at all.
Poppers
I
are
don't see.
oof.
I
Yeah,
love
they
poppers.
slide right in.
I want to hear what Jasmine said because she said something about poppers as well.
Poppers give me bad
Who, me?
migraine.
No, poppers for me just helps the penis slide right in.
Oh, okay. I guess it does work
Girl,
for
you
you.
So what? You're on your second bottle this week, then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god.
No, my husband tells
Don't
me
be
my
jealous of
ass
my
is so
boogie.
tight that you couldn't haul a needle out of my ass with a tractor. So,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
poppers don't do shit for me.
Mm, yeah.
Is
I guess
Bubba
y'all.
there?
why I guess that's why I was so clean. That why I don't do drugs because, yeah, when I first got my ex, the guy I used to date a long time ago back in WeHo or West Hollywood, did give me a poppers just for sex. I just wasn't really feeling it at all. Plus, also a date rape drug, not pretty.
So,
Well,
can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead,
So
Bobby.
let's go around in a set and just like everybody answer kind of their own version of it. But do you think that it is better to be with someone of larger size or smaller size of a penis? Does it matter to you? And what's the difference for you? So start with whoever.
I like them big. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a size queen. Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, it just feels better. I
Mm-hmm.
can't. I
Well,
can't
you
take
are
Well, for
fucking
me,
screwed at this point.
But like
well,
for me, I'll answer. So I will tell you, I doesn't really matter for me. It's more about the person itself. And with the partners that I have had, I have always felt like a guy who is smaller tends to be more passionate to make up for it.
Let's see.
So that's my own personal opinion, but at least I do have a blessed husband, so there's that.
Well, see, I've had both. I've had small ones and I've had big ones.
I'm curious. What
See, I've had larger, I've had smaller, but you know, I prefer right average 6'7".
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's how you use it.
I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't catch what you were saying.
Jasmine, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah,
She got a big old grin on her face.
it's okay. Don't be bashful.
Oh, trust me, I'm not. My bedroom has been a revolving door for the last 3 weeks.
Girls got to pay rent.
But no, for me, I like anywhere between a 6 to a 7 at first. I don't like the fingers. Do not finger my asshole. You can open my ass up by just tongue fucking it. It will open right up, I promise.
I feel like I
But
need to vomit.
the biggest that I have had, and he only got the head of it in, was 14 inches.
Holy shit!
Yikes! More power to you.
Yeah, the biggest that I've had was 14 inches. I mean, I can deep throat a good 10-inch.
You hoe.
I have no gag reflex, so.
How did you do that? Because I couldn't.
Do what?
How did you do that? Say, wow.
I have no gag reflex, so it doesn't bother me.
Girl, you should have just put that thing over your shoulder and burped it.
I'm weak on that one. I have the complete opposite. I'm very weak on that one.
I'm just saying.
And my very first boyfriend, when I came out, he was 12 inches. And he was as big around as the Coke can, the bottom of a Coke can.
Oh,
and I was 18 and he was 21.
wow.
So I'm going to have a
So I
second
got
part
introduced to poppers.
So I'm going to have a second part of that question.
What?
So the second part of that question then, does it make a difference? I know that everyone likes a certain size, but does it make a difference whenever you're in a relationship? Would you want someone in a relationship to be in a different size than someone that you were hooking up with?
For me, no.
No.
See, for me, anything more than a mouthful is a waste. So, I like to stick between 6 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Victoria.
But my favorite is uncut.
I think when it comes to, now that you're going to throw that in there with the relationship aspect of it, does the penis size really matter if you're truly in love with someone?
No.
Absolutely not.
For me, no.
Not at all.
But in today's world, I said, Sean, when it comes to a relationship, does penis size really matter if you're in love with them?
No.
But listen, in the gay community, people don't fall in love. They fall, I don't know. They've got all this lust now. So people want the perfect muscle body. They don't want the perfect dick. They want the certain things that they're picking out that they're never going to achieve. I mean, you see it on Grindr with these people and what they expect.
So,
go ahead.
The show itself, I want to explain this. So basically, the show itself, the reason this even came about was a Facebook post. And so I just wanted to openly talk about stuff.
Oh, speaking of Grindr, Ashley, get off there.
To openly talk and do things and talk about, just open this conversation for everyone. So what happened was one night, there was this really cute little guy that I'm friends with on Facebook, and he had posted that he hates when he's having sex with another man and that they touch his penis. That he is a person who likes himself to not be touched at all in a masculine way. For me, and he identifies as a gay man, so for me this confused me, because the point in my mind, and this is my own personal opinion, but in my mind, being gay is I want to be with another penis. I want to be with another male body. Like, that's being gay last time I checked. In my mind. Not trying to be weird, but like last time I checked, being gay was two men with two penises, and that's what made it gay, right? So a post pops up on my Facebook, and there's all of these very young people and of the LGBTQ community, and then they start talking about, no, I don't want a man touching me at all. I just want them to fuck me, and then, but no touching with my penis, and no touching, and I don't want it, and they don't want them to get off either. Like, if a man gets them off, I watched this chat. This chat went about 380 comments deep, and I was very confused by the end of it because it literally, I was like, well, that's not, I mean, to me, that's not gay sex. Like, the one person has went as far as he thought that it was a bad thing if somebody fucked him hard enough to get him off. And I'm like, see, I think that's amazing. So therefore, I'm just like, if somebody, anyway, whatever. I'm versatile. I do whatever. It's fine with me. But I just think that to me, that's an amazing thing. If someone would fuck me hard enough to get off at the same time, that's great. That's not a bad thing. But so yeah, I was very confused. So that's how this show even started. I literally called up Derek and Jess, and I was like, "Remind me again what it means to be a gay man, because it's two penises, right, and two men." I sounded. So this is how this show started. This is why. So.
Well, for me, it is. I was like that person. I didn't have to be touched. I didn't
But
have
you
to
were
get off.
trans.
No, I was a gay man at first. But when I was first, and there's no shame here. Vicky down here is my ex-wife.
Hi, everybody.
She knew that I didn't have to be touched. I didn't. I like it, but I don't have to get off. Me getting off is knowing that my partner or whoever I'm with has gotten off. That's my pleasure. But
Well,
now
I get that. I do
I'm not
understand
gonna
that.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. But whenever I get off, it's a completely different sensation. And now that I'm trans, I don't. I let them know that I still have a penis. You don't have to look at it. You don't have to see it. You don't have to touch it unless you want to. And a lot of these down low guys that I'm with now, they are, into the trans women with the penis, and they ask, "Can I touch it? Can I suck on it?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it, but yeah, sure, go ahead."
But the last time, I am right. Like, gay sex. When I think of gay men, categorizing wise, like, that's a man attracted to a man and two men with two working penises. Like, correct?
Yes. When I used to be a gay man, yes, I was attracted to that, but I didn't have to get off to be satisfied.
I get that because pleasuring your partner is satisfaction.
Exactly.
See, and that's where I luck out because my husband is all about pleasing me. And don't get me wrong, I love pleasing him as well. But sometimes, I'm just tired. So it's like, do what you want to do and all that. But I understand at the same time, some people not wanting to be touched because when I first started accepting who I was the same way. I'm gonna do my thing, but I'm not gonna touch you, kind of thing. So, I can understand that, but as I started, experimenting more and coming to terms with who I was, that's when I really started to get more comfortable with excessive touching and that sort of thing.
Right. I think I guess it has to do with your comfort levels at first and where you're at with yourself and how comfortable you are with everything. But it just really, I don't know. I felt like people were missing out. I like having sex with my partner.
Bobby, some of us know why you like having sex with your partner.
Girl, you laying in my old bed. I don't want to hear it.
That's a memory foam mattress that ain't gonna forget shit.
Well, I haven't broke it yet, so that's a good thing.
Oh, you should be pressing in that bed, girl.
Do what?
You should crescent that bed in.
I already have.
It's used to action. You gotta get more than that going. Come on.
I had him over here every day for 3 weeks until he went back to Louisville to be with his wife.
Girl, I figured your bed would be wore out, broke, on the floor, like out the window. I mean, it's been bad here, but I can't really say nothing. I have two people in my room now, so
Hi,
Why
hi,
ain't
two
your
people
ass in
in the
there
room.
getting it?
I don't know what the hell happened. My husband turned 40 2 months ago, and I can't keep up with him. I don't know what happened to him, but his sex drive went straight through the fucking roof, and he's driving me with it.
Hey, I
mine
get
went
it. When I
mine went
turned,
there too.
yeah, as soon as I hit 40, it was just like I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it.
Yeah, I've always been like that though.
I got,
Even
I
when I
got
was
a,
younger, I was gotta have it now, like all the time, every day. I'm still like that, and I'm 42.
I mean,
Bitch,
Well,
I
you
it
got a
gotta
used,
have it
question.
now. That's the reason why you got two girlfriends.
I got
I
a
mean,
Right.
question.
it used to be, morning wood. Now it's turned into breakfast in bed, so I'm cool with that.
There you go.
Hey,
Airbnb.
Is it possible
Airbnb.
for somebody not to have a sex drive their whole life?
That could
yes, it
happen.
is possible.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
happens a
I,
lot. It happens more than you think.
I,
Yeah, especially
my
when I'm
whole
on.
life,
I'll be
I've,
honest. Go.
hang on. My whole life, I have never had a sex drive. I just have sex to have sex.
Mm,
Yes.
Then
People are
that's
known to be asexual.
yes,
Oh,
or
let's
not
not
have
get
a
into
sex
this
drive at
asexual
all.
bullshit because
well,
I
that was
still don't
more like a
understand it.
blockbuster because and to get all energetic. My after how many couple of hookups I had with the other truckers back in 2013, 2014, 2016, and to this date, I mean, my sex drive was just a little bit lower. One is because I'm on my meds, and that's the hypertension, cholesterol, and diabetic medication, type 2 diabetic. Even though I'm taking care of myself, my sex drive, I kind of noticed it's got kind of dwindled a little bit. And then at the same token, um, I've been on a lot of dating apps, which I finally got rid of all of them because it was the same thing as if I was joining the club. And so anything I only turned to was just jerking off while I'm watching Instagram or YouTube, porn or something. And that's as far as I can go. But
Yeah, I mean, I, I,
very rare.
I don't know if it was just in my head or what, but I've never really had a sex drive, and you know, I would jack off and be done.
Yeah.
So what about
Somebody,
like
And there's nothing
on
wrong with
the
that,
road?
Rob. There's nothing wrong with that. And
No.
I
Does
just
it change
feel
for
See,
you though, Robert? If so, I have a question about that. So does it change for you? Maybe you're not showing the interest, but like say that someone is. Say that does it change for you when someone else hits on you, or does it
no,
change for you whenever? So it doesn't change for you at all if someone shows interest sexually.
no,
So then
I
you
don't know.
just do it for the pleasure of the other person.
I do it to just please the other person. Yes,
Okay.
I
mm,
don't know if there's something wrong with me or what.
no,
no,
there's
there's nothing wrong with you.
nothing wrong
No,
with
not
No,
at
that.
all.
Okay.
no.
No, I mean
Asexual, I understand.
you may have no
Bisexual,
testosterone,
I
but
understand.
Right.
I just, the one thing I don't understand is I was talking about sex toys with a friend of mine, and she told me she was pansexual, and she'd never actually used a sex toy. So I got her some Rachel Ray cookware. I don't think she thought that was funny, but I don't know what exactly that means. I think it's more of an attraction to the person than the organs.
as a
But
pansexual as a pansexual person, it's people that don't really see what your gender is at all. Like if you're a man, you're a man. I don't care what you have between your legs. That's
Mm,
Okay.
how I feel about it. If you're a woman, you're a woman. I don't care what you have between your legs. That's not. It
But
doesn't matter
so
to me.
when you are pansexual, does that mean that you're more? So I'm not trying to sound stupid, but does that mean that you're more attracted to somebody who's non-binary?
Yes, possibly. It is very possible to be that way. Yeah.
The way she explained it to me was that she was more attracted to personalities than gender.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
You're
it's
attracted to the person, not the gender. Yes.
yeah, pansexual more of any gender.
Okay, so why don't you just call yourself demisexual then?
Because
Well, I
demisexual is a
mean,
whole nother thing.
that's like a whole Demi Lovato fan club, I think.
And
That's
that's
what
one
I'm
of the reasons
thinking.
why we end up adding the Q and the I and plus with that, or plus with that, because there's so many things that's getting involved. Omnisexual, pansexual, demi and everything else, and that's what we always. That's what we have that plus after the Q. I mean, even on myself, I've been an out gay male since 19 years old. I've been attracted to guys since I was 3, and that was back in 1980. And I knew I was gay. I was attracted to men from that point. Not to mention, not just how they look. Sorry, that's my phone interrupting. Going back, I mean, it was just the guys that was attracted, and the type of guys I'm attracted to. So it depends what my taste is, and that's why I don't
So
worry
like
about what exactly guy.
um for you, Vicky, I have a question about things. So
hmm
and Jasmine, because you both. So for you all, I kind of have a question about like, did your sexual interest, sexual taste, did anything change when you changed and transition started your transition? Did
Yeah,
anything
definitely.
change about
At first, mine did not because I was still attracted to gay men. Um, but now, with me being on my hormones for a year and a half, I am still attracted to dick. I don't care if it comes from a gay man, straight man, whatever. I classify myself as a straight woman now.
Right
And
on.
for me, yeah, a lot of things have changed. I've only been with, let's see, I've only been in a relationship with 3 women in my entire life, and like cisgender women. I've only been ever in my life like 3 ever, and now I find myself more attracted to both sexes as opposed to one or the other. So yeah, a lot has changed for me.
And see,
and for
I,
you,
I still watch gay porn,
I do not anymore. I do not watch gay porn anymore. Like it does nothing, zero for me at all. Like it does nothing.
but I can't watch straight porn anymore, or I can't watch trans porn anymore.
See, I can watch trans porn, straight porn. My thing is trans women with cisgender women, or uh a trans woman with a trans man, stuff like that.
so
Like
does
I
that
am.
make you feel um I'm not trying to sound dumb or stupid. I really am not, I promise. But I'm just curious about things. So when you say that, like, does that, if you were to be with a cisgender woman, or, does that mean that you're in a lesbian relationship? Or do you put a title on it when that happens?
I've really not put a title to anything
Like, does that make
like
sense
that.
though? Like, when you're
Yeah,
attracted, I mean,
my thing is titles are for pageants, or titles
and,
are for, titles are for whatever. I don't like titles for
and
like my
labels.
relationships. I don't like labels for my relationships a lot of the time. But
Right.
if I had to label it, since I've started my transition, I have been primarily with women, and I've been with 2 men since my transition.
Okay.
Period.
So for
Uh,
you, it's more of attraction to women though.
yes. Yes.
Okay. So I mean, that's kind of neat to see that, you know, both of you have started your transition, and both of your situations are completely different
Yeah,
when it
I'm
comes
still
to
finding out. I'm still
attraction.
finding out things about myself that I would have never thought at all. Like, there's things that I'm into now that I would have never even thought of before my transition. And part of that is because I'm more comfortable with who I am now and more comfortable with my body and more comfortable with, the person I have become or am
Right.
becoming, than any time in my past at all, ever. It's
So
like I'm
anybody
You
having the
that
see,
best sex that I can have at this point.
so
I find this to be fascinating uh, in the way that the book that I just finished writing, I'll be publishing later this year, is about a straight truck driver who meets a trafficking victim who happens to be male, and they fall in love. He does not identify as gay. He does not, but they fall in love and they come into a relationship. And all of my test readers are like, "How is this happening?" I'm like, "How is it not happening?" You know, I can't describe how I made that
Right.
character come to that, but I find that as I get older, I mean, I used to be attracted to women, but as I get older, I'm more attracted to men. And, I've been with my husband for 19 years now. And he's like, "You still identify as bisexual?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." He's like, "You haven't been with a woman in almost 20 years." He's like, "Give up the ghost." So, I find the dynamic of sexual attraction and how it changes to be absolutely
Oh
fascinating.
yeah.
And I've
Oh
never
yeah.
actually spoken to anybody who's transgender who's actually had that arc as well, and it's very fascinating. I'm really enjoying listening to you.
Thank you. I've also come to realize that I can't do monogamy anymore. Like I never have been able to. I've always never been able to put a label to anything. It's like, why do I always find myself like outside my relationship with someone else? Why do I find myself outside that box? And even before my transition, I was like that. But even more so after my transition, it's gotten
Well, see,
worse.
my husband was that way too.
So,
Sex was sex. He didn't care. It wasn't an act of passion. But since he's turned 40, he's actually changed his thinking on that a little bit, and now he's actually getting jealous if he sees me eyeballing somebody else, and that's been something that we've been struggling with as well because I like to eyeball. I don't touch nothing, but I do like to eyeball.
oh, oh, if I see somebody and it's
I mean,
like,
that's just the natural
you cute
reaction.
as hell, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look and like be like, mm-hmm. That's just the way it
I mean,
Alexa,
goes
turn on
that's
the
for
just
me.
porch
like a
lights.
natural reaction.
I don't know where Bobby went.
He disappeared.
He did. Uh,
Now,
got nothing.
my well, never mind.
So, have you guys ever had like an issue with like your sexuality or your sexual preferences of any kind? Have you ever had it to where it messed with your mental health?
Yes,
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
yes.
Explain. Thank you.
Because for me, when I first started like coming out of my shell more and trying to figure out like what my sexuality was, it's like, is
Mhm.
there something wrong with me? What is going on? Why do I have this attraction to this person? Why do I have an attraction to this group of people? It's like I don't understand. And then, I didn't seek mental health guidance from a counselor or anything. I just went online and started researching. It's like research, research, research. And I got to a point to where it's like, if I don't wake up tomorrow, I'm okay with that. And a lot of it before my transition was, I'm not in the right body for me. And after my transition, it's like, I have the support group now that I didn't have before. And everybody that lives in my house is 100% my support people. It's like even Jasmine is, she's my ex, but she's still my best friend and my support. So talking things out with my support system and everything, I've gotten now to where this is not bad. This is normal. So
Hmm.
the more I feel like that things for me have become more normal, and I've normalized like my sexual feelings and whatnot, I feel a lot better. I've want to wake up the next morning. I want to see what the
Right.
next day holds. I want to know what the next chapter is. It's like I just recently got my CDL permit and I'm fishing schools and stuff like that. So on top of that, I'm juggling my relationship and that pulls your mental health in different directions because you want to leave to make something better for yourself, but then you don't want to leave because you don't know what that's going to do to those people or that person. And then it's just a lot of mental stress and a lot of mental whatever. But it's a
See, I
lot of
started.
sit down and talk with your significant other and, hey, this is what I need to do for me. This will help all of us in the long run. And this is something I just need to do. But yeah, for the longest time, I'd say for the last 6 months, if I wake up, I wake up. If I don't, I don't. But I've gotten to the point to where, you know, what's tomorrow going to bring for Victoria? So I drag myself out of bed and I go see what the next day and the next chapter has for me. And so far, it's been amazing.
Well, so far,
All right.
I
Well,
start with Prime on July 1st, Vicky, and I'm in
Yeah,
that same spot where you are right now. My husband's just like, you're going to be gone for 6 weeks, and then you're going to be gone for months and months and months. It's a
yeah,
massive change.
it is.
But I do worry about, you know, is he going to be all right? What's he going to be doing? Who's he going to be doing? All of that stuff. And even though he's given me no reason to worry, I still worry about him. So I understand where that's coming from. I'm sorry, Jasmine. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You guys just got to make sure that's what you
oh,
want to
you're
do,
fine. You're
because
fine.
once you start that, yeah, you're going to be gone months and months at a time. But once you get at least a year or 2 years under your belt, you can always go back home and do local. Local ain't going to pay you as good, but I've been out here 20 years and it's been a rough life out here for me.
Yep.
Relationship wise, um, it's hard for me to make friends. It's hard for me to trust people. When you're in that truck all the time, you're thinking, "Oh, what am I doing wrong? What's going to go on? What's going to happen next?" You always got to be on your toes, and you got to make sure that the relationship you're in is very strong and can handle you being gone for long periods of time.
I agree because I drove for
Yeah.
24 years and I
All right. Well,
retired
I'm gonna
last
have to
year.
hop off here.
Bye,
Did your
Jasmine.
grinder date ring in?
Girl. Bye, girl.
Okay.
Oh God, she's gonna go use some more poppers now.
I've got.
And another thing for me,
Yes, I've gotta go. He's on his way.
All
and
right,
another
bye,
thing,
girl.
and another thing for me is that
I'll be back. I'll be back afterwards. It's not gonna take long.
And another thing for me, that it's hard for me to uh, commit to a relationship knowing that my mental health is not the greatest. I'm working on my mental health. I'm working with my doctor, and I have anxiety real bad when I'm around a lot of people, and it's like I want to pull my hair out. Make
You don't
sure
have
you
any hair.
guys what?
You don't have much hair.
You're right. You're right.
You
But
gonna
yeah,
borrow some?
yeah. Can I borrow some? Yeah. But yeah, just make sure that it's the right. You're making the right decision, because I mean it's going to be rough on you and your partner.
This isn't a decision that we've made lightly. It's been
No.
something that we've talked about for years. And we're
Okay.
just now finding that we are in the place where we can do this and handle that time apart. And it's his intention to ride with me. So not only the time apart, but the time together as well is going to be just as difficult.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Husband
I'm
and
gonna pause my mic
husband.
because the truck's gonna come out for a bit.
Hello,
Um,
who's over down there?
Jennifer.
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
No, she wasn't here.
But yeah. Anyway,
Well, Jennifer, you were saying something earlier. Maybe.
Jennifer.
Is she frozen?
No.
There she is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But no, I mean, I will say that no matter what you do in trucking, even us being in a relationship and being on a truck together, and we've been together for 16 years and married, and it's still challenging every day. I know there's challenges and obstacles of being apart from your partner on the truck, but then there's also being in the truck, which is a very, very small space with your partner 24/7, which um, makes you rethink all kinds of things. And because I mean, just imagine being in the truck with your partner, and they can push your buttons faster than pretty much anyone else. So it goes two ways. There's days that we contemplate life insurance policies, and there's days that we just it's a great day, it's fun, it's whatever, but then there's other days that it's a challenge, just like being home or just like being apart. So it can go both ways is how I feel about all that.
I you know
Hmm.
actually I agree with that because that's my concern when it comes to going with someone and going with a guy and we decided to get in touch together for quite a bit of times. I know a couple. Both one of them is my best friend. Um, they are. It's about communication. What you said, and so that's the only way you can. Sorry, my truck gonna start to off my side. Um, it just all depends. The communication is the number one thing. You know what I mean? Otherwise, that with lack of communication, it can set a relationship. Also,
Oh wow.
Well, that was
that's
quick.
that's the basic thing is about communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Can
Whew.
anyone relate?
Well, I mean, I've been out of work now for about 3 weeks. I worked overnights as a security guard, and I was home, 5 nights out of the week, and now I'm home all the time. And there are days that I look at him, and it's just like, God, I could not love that man anymore. And then there are times when he'll walk across the room, and it's just like, would you go fucking sit down? Or so I mean, it's an adjustment. It really is. And trucking, if you intend to have somebody ride with you, it's not just about the time apart. It's about the time together too. You got to make sure you can tolerate each other for long periods of time.
I mean, if you've been, Dusty, if you've been with your partner 19 years, I think you can tolerate him on the truck.
Well, I mean, if not, I can always just toss them in the trailer.
Have you thought about bringing him on the truck? Is that something you guys have talked about, like him come on the truck with you sometimes and just ride for a week or so at a time and then come back home? Or
Yeah, I mean, to be, we own our own home, so to be away from it constantly like that is going to be nearly impossible. There will be times that he'll have to be home to tend to certain things that are going on around here. Um, but I think that I do think that Robert's right. I mean, we've been together for Jesus, longer than most people have been alive, and we've been through everything. We've been married, divorced, remarried again. Um, we've figured out how to work through our problems and things like that. And it is all about communication. It really is.
It is at the end of the day, communicating. But it's not just in any relationship. I feel that way. Whether it's a best friend, a friend, anybody. If you're not communicating with each other, there's so many things that people can misunderstand and miscommunicate, and then feelings get hurt for no reason. And there's no, so just communication is always a good thing. And that's one of the things about the group and what we do when we're all communicating, talking to each other. We all check on each other weekly and little phone calls or texts or messages to each other, and or even just in the group itself. Someone pops up. I've seen Sean pop up a picture of himself on the road. I've seen people pop other pictures of themselves up of where they're at doing stuff, and that little bit of a communication helps everyone. It just
Yes,
really does. You
I
don't
agree.
realize how much you help somebody, even if it's just a picture you're popping up for a second. You don't realize how much you may change someone's day or make someone smile or be happy, and that's the point of what we're doing. And the sex show, this is just fun. It's been fun to sit here and laugh and talk and talk about things. So, is there any stories that anyone has? Any other stories that has happened to them on the road, or things that they see on the road sexually that do happen? Like, I have car flashers and people that jack off in the car all the time, or and they'll pull up and show a driver, show the trucker or something, show me while I'm driving. So I don't know if anybody else. I do, um, and
I
it's more
have,
so in certain states. Actually, I get it more
I
in Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York than what I actually do in the South.
see.
I
I
had
I
a
don't have so much a story about me being on the road, but
Right.
my husband and I had an agreement with our parents. My dad was a long haul driver, and they would go, and we would tend to the house while they were gone. So I firmly believe that whether you've used them or not, you need to clean your sex toys regularly. So my
Yes.
parents were out. It was just him and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. We're here alone. I'm going to clean up the sex toys, get them all. So I take them into the bathroom. I wash them all up. I line them up on the side of the tub. And we go out to dinner. And wouldn't you know it, by the time we got back, my parents had come home. And there's nothing but butt plugs and dildos and fleshlights and shit all lined on the top of the tub. My dad just wanted a shower. He couldn't get in there. And I go in and I gather them all up and I'm toting them around, getting them back into the bedroom. And my mom's like, "So what did we learn here?" I'm like, "That my parents really suck at a heads up text message." So that was quite possibly the most embarrassing moment of my life.
Was Jess on here right now?
no.
No, he's out
He
here
didn't.
with me. He keeps losing service.
He should have been because Jess had his own little story, and so I'll just kind of enlighten it really fast. Which was Jess had two of his dildos inside of his truck lined up on the side, and his boss got in the truck to do some work on the truck, and that was the first thing he seen. He turned around and
Was that
left
Daddy
Jess's truck
Esmir?
really fast because there was two dildos on this truck, huh?
Was that Daddy Esmir?
It was. It was.
It was.
Oh my God.
So the one person we haven't heard from at all is Jennifer.
Yes.
So what's your
Jennifer
kink,
has been
Jen?
here. Jennifer's been on the road a very long time and been a. I'm not trying to say you're not oh girl, but I'm just saying that like she's been a driver on the road for a long time, and I know that she has seen a lot of things. So talk to us a little bit, Jennifer.
I'm losing connection.
Can't hear us.
You guys
Tell
there?
her there's no volume. We can't hear her.
You can't hear me? Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
It's really lagging.
My connection.
Yeah, you keep freezing.
Turn off your Wi-Fi. That's what I had to do.
Oh,
Oh, she's frozen.
All right, y'all. I'm getting off here, going to bed. It was real fun. Be safe, and I'll yell at you guys later.
Hi, Robert.
Robert, be safe
Yep.
tomorrow on your trip. Stay away from the rest stop bathrooms
I'll try.
and the
Don't do
Waffle
anybody I
House.
wouldn't do.
All right, I got that leaves it alone. Y'all be
Yes, it
safe.
does.
Everyone, y'all.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, she's completely froze. Her signal coming up on. Oh wait, I gotta mute myself.
Now, my husband and I, we used to have a bucket list, and now that we're going to start driving, we have another list. It sounds like bucket, but we're hoping to hit all 48, if not 50, of the states. So that's our goal in life now. It's just to nail our way across the country.
So what are you gonna do, Dusty? Are you gonna put one of those like those RV maps on the side of your truck in every state you fuck in? You're gonna mark it off so everybody knows.
If Yeah, why not? It was my intention just to put it, on the wall of the bunk, but I mean, we could pop it right on the side of the truck. You know,
I mean, it would work.
Dusty,
Are you,
Dusty and Joey's bucket list.
yeah, I
You
mean, you
know,
see all these RVs with the maps of the states they've been to, so you could just have your own fucking map on the side of the
that's
truck.
it. Put it right on the side of the truck, Dusty and Joey's bucket list, and then people can walk by and be like, "Oh, they haven't hit Ohio. Sweet." You know.
Yeah, it could definitely be interesting. All right, who's
Yeah.
all on here? All right,
Welcome back.
Jennifer, there you
hey,
are.
Gemini.
You there?
I've had to learn to be strong the hard way.
All right, everyone.
I've been through a lot. So
So for some reason, we keep having frozen signals. Jennifer's froze again.
Oh,
Wait, there you are. So what's your
can you
kink?
guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so one, I've been driving 24 years, and like Bobby said, yeah, I've seen a lot of shit. Um, just like in general, I was born intersex, so life hasn't been easy on me either. I do get mistaken for being transgender occasionally. Before I met my husband, I was very depressed. People used me like I was a piece of meat. So my self esteem is like very low a lot. My husband changed me. I was in like the thickest shell ever. My walls were high. I didn't talk to people. I don't like people. And he kind of brought me out of it. We've had issues too in our relationship because people have sat there and ridiculed him for being with me. And when he wanted to first date me, I had to explain things to him. And our community is not talked about a lot, just like the trans community. We're taboo. We're mutilated as babies, and it's not easy. It hasn't been easy. So um, I've been with men mostly. Most size don't matter. It's how you use it for the most part. So I was always told too when I was diagnosed with a female condition called endometriosis, and I was told I would be infertile the rest of my life. And to my surprise, my husband got me pregnant 2 years ago, and I was in complete disbelief. I had taken 3 pregnancy tests after hearing it for 3 weeks, and I had 2 positives and 1 undecisive. And I went to the doctor and got a blood test where it was confirmed that I was actually pregnant. I had miscarried 4 months later. So I carry a lot of weight sometimes on myself. I'm hard on myself a lot.
And what do you do to help alleviate those feelings? Do you have people that you can talk to?
I don't have much that I can rely on. Like I have my husband, but he suffers with his own demons. So more or less, like I lean on my faith. I don't. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, and I lean just on like God's teaching a lot. I listen to a lot of motivational like speeches on like YouTube and stuff to keep
Mhm.
me going. I had to come off the road after 24 years because it just causing too much like relationship issues, and I need to be close to my husband. So I was raped and almost murdered 1 year, and I'd come off the road around that time as well. So I had a driver use a master key. This is the one thing that I hate about the trucking industry because it's all about money now. And these companies, they will make master keys for their drivers so they can save money on locksmiths. And as long as someone has the same truck model, they can get in your truck. And that's what this driver did. I had a Volvo 670, and he had one too, and he used it to get my truck while I was sleeping. So
Wow. Did you report this to your company?
what was
It's
that?
hard to it's hard to hear him, Jennifer. He asked if you had reported it to your company.
Yeah, I did. I reported it and everything. When someone had called the police when that had happened, and I literally lost my hearing and my vision for like 3 minutes because I was in my sleep. He reached me in my sleep, and then he took I had a wooden Celtic cross above my head, and he had taken it and whacked me in my temple, hoping to break it open and cause me to bleed out. So it looked like a scene out of Cops. There was literally like almost the whole county was outside my truck, and I went to the hospital and everything, and they were judging me as well. Nothing was really done, and so went home, and I had talked to a friend who's a police officer, and he was pissed. I made a report, everything, and they bitched out the county that originally responded to the scene for acting so negligent. So
That is insane. We're gonna save the rest, Jen, because I want to do a show with you and your story, and I want
yeah,
to do a show with oh my God, mind blank.
Let me check out the truck.
The one that can't find her phone. Vivian. Well,
yeah,
that was a mind blank there because you two
Vivian,
both
yeah,
have significant stories for being on the road and everything that's happened on your life.
right.
So, but I want to take a minute. Bobby jumped off. He's going check his truck, make sure it starts. Jess has got to
Right.
check his truck, and I'm going to get in the fucking pool. I must
There
be
you
the only
go.
homo around here that likes water.
No, you're just the only homo with shorts that look like that.
They're making fun of my shorts. It's not nice. But yeah,
See,
Bobby's
I
the one that
prefer
said
a
to buy
pool
them.
over the ocean. I do. I prefer a pool over the ocean because shit bites you in the ocean.
Well, I got to
I
stop
do.
on our
I
way
went
home for
swimming
about
in the ocean.
10 minutes. and I
Yeah,
walked
I'll
in the
never
water
go
for a
in the
little bit.
ocean. I don't like being put on the menu.
Oh my God, Jennifer, come down here. You'll have fun. So, all right, everyone. Jennifer, Dusty, Sean, thank you for
Yes.
joining us tonight. It has been great to have you all on.
Um,
We will
could,
do this again soon.
yeah. Could I say something last? Um, Jennifer, there is a support group out there for LGBTQ. P Flag is one of them. You can actually, if you could locate, because I'm sure there's a lot of local organizations and such that could outreach. I mean, that could be a good start. I don't know about your area. If you happen to have an LGBTQ community center, that's another one too. And the reason I say that is because when I was 19 and I came out, the first thing first I came to, and I was an LA native, was to find a LA Gay Lesbian Center, now the LA LGBTQ Center. Nowadays, there are quite a bit of local LGBTQ centers throughout that you can outreach. I don't know where. If you don't mind me asking, where are you at? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer if you're not comfortable. What was that? I can't hear you.
You're gone again, Jennifer. Can see lips moving. That's it. No, there's nothing. Well, we'll get her on. We're going to do a show with her. What the hell was her name? It's been a long day. We'll do a show with Jennifer and Vivian because I don't know why, Jennifer, your volume keeps cutting out and we can't hear you again. I see your lips moving and that's it. So, all right, everybody. Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer, Dusty, thank you for joining us tonight. The shout out to Jasmine while she's in the middle of getting bent over, and Vicky, Jess, and Bobby. So I want to take a minute. Thank you guys. If you need anything, reach out to us.
Hey.
We will do this again soon. All right, everyone. Thanks. Have a great night.
You two have a good night.